After hanging around with some very wealthy people in Miami, I learned a very important lesson about happiness. Some of these men had just sold their companies for hundreds of millions of dollars. And the maddest thing is, when I was sitting on their yacht, they weren't happy. They would literally break down to me because they'd had a couple of drinks, they did some drugs. That's when people are very honest with you. Usually people that are sober won't break down to you or tell you the truth unless you know them very, very well. So some of these older guys in Miami that I met with, you're literally talking hundreds of millions of dollars of an exit of a company that they had built for 20, 30 years. And all of a sudden, they're now sitting there on this massive yacht of theirs, bunch of hot chicks on this yacht. I'm sitting there. Don't ask how I met these people. I met them out in the scene while I was going out in Miami. And they would break down and be like, you know what, Ralph, I'm feeling lost. I'm not sure which direction I'm heading. It all feels a little bit pointless to me now. I was like, what? What do you mean it feels pointless to you? Dude, you're worth hundreds of millions. You can do anything you want. Yeah, they would tell me, yeah, I'm just not happy. You know, I built that business and now I don't have my baby anymore, so I don't know what to do. I wake up feeling a bit purposeless. Wake up thinking, what am I doing today? And so what I learned from these people, and a very, very valuable lesson, is that once they started to build something new, whereby they felt like it had a purpose. So once they'd sold their old business and they started a new one, and that new business was genuinely applying contribution to society. For example, one guy had sold his hair supplement company for huge sums of money. He then decided to go and build a new technology which would help people with hair loss, and it wasn't invasive, because he was like, well, this supplement company that I built, you know, eventually they worked out that there were side effects, and now I want to build this new company with natural products so that I don't destroy people's hair for profit. And so they can actually grow their hair with these natural products, and it's more of a sustainable concept. And once they actually went and started that new idea, that's when they were happy again. Because let me tell you, money doesn't buy you the happiness. I've said this many times before, money buys you the freedom to be able to think freely. Once you have that money, then you can start thinking more creatively. That's what money buys you. It buys you time to think creatively. Now, if you're a complete nut job psychopath narcissist, then that money is going to send you down the wrong direction. But I noticed that when these men and women started companies again that would contribute to society, when they started to see levels of progress again, progress being the key word, that's what brought them happiness. And I was stuck in the same damn boat. When I go through phases of feeling like I haven't really progressed very far, everything else gets completely forgotten about. My six-pack, the millions in the bank, my friendship circle, the beautiful women that I've been with, my family who I adore and who love me back. All the wonderful things that I have, my travels, my freedom, the time that I have. All of that goes completely out the window because I feel a massive lack of progress. And I'm like, what am I doing? I'm standing still. And those are the days that I actually feel down about myself. Would you believe it? Some days I wake up and I'm like, shit, what the fuck am I doing with my life? What a loser. I'm sitting around here, haven't done much today, haven't really felt a sense of progress, didn't make a YouTube video, didn't advance my business. And those are the days that I would have made like $50,000, $60,000 in the stock market because I made the right decision buying the right company. But I don't give a shit about that. On that day that I make $60,000 compared to the day where I lose $60,000, that day makes no difference to my mood, because once you get to that level, you've now normalized that. It became normal for me to make 60K in a day. So I was like, yeah, who gives a shit? What's next? Because I wasn't seeing progress with the projects that I was passionate about. I wasn't seeing progress with those projects. I didn't feel like I was moving forward in life. I didn't feel like I was helping people. I didn't feel like I was doing something useful with my time. Those are the days I didn't feel good about myself. I felt like I just wasn't progressing. So Tony Robbins also says this: happiness equals progress. Progress equals happiness. No matter where you are starting, as long as you are seeing levels of progress, you will be happy. As long as you are making that first move, you wrote that first blog, you did that first video, you kept going no matter how you felt. You finally got that channel started. You finally started that business. You finally made one sale. Even if you haven't made a sale, even if you've just put that website together, boom, progress. Next step, boom, we've launched our Google Ads. Boom, we got our first click. Boom, we got our first sale. Let me tell you, that first sale is the best feeling in the world. That first sale is the same feeling as the sale of your whole company later on down the line for millions of dollars, whatever it might be. And so that really is the key to happiness. My long experience in business and all the contacts that I've met along the way, especially in some of these wild, wealthy places where the levels of wealth is just unlimited, absolutely unlimited. Let me tell you, I've met so many miserable people in these sorts of cities, especially in Miami, where people are chasing something they don't even know what they're after. I'm like, big man, you're on a yacht, you've sold your business, what the hell is there to be depressed about today? And he's like, I don't know, I can't figure it out. Don't know why I'm not feeling so good today. Well, I figured it out for him and I said, well, it's time for you to go and build something again. It's time for you to feel a level of progress. Now, for some of you, you'll wake up tomorrow morning, you'll be even happier than Elon Musk, because you've probably decided to finally go to the gym again and to do your first workout in 6 months. Now, once you finish that workout, the level of progress you feel after that workout will make you happier than how Elon Musk is feeling across the pond with all the mad shit that he has to deal with. So there are moments that you can achieve happiness more than the richest man in the world. Imagine that. There are moments where you feel happiness compared to the days where I haven't made any progress, but I have a shit ton of beautiful things in the world, but I'm like, oh man, I didn't make much progress. Oh man, that video didn't do so well. Oh man, I didn't really progress my business. Oh, am I really going in the right direction here? My friends, we all start on a level playing field every single morning that we wake up. Tomorrow morning, you choose. It's your decision whether you want to drive your life forward or not. If you choose to drive it forward and you just drive it forward that little tiny bit with that small level of progress, no matter how small it is, that will make you happy. Not accumulating all the amazing things, not accumulating wealth. Oh, I now have this beautiful woman, I'm happy. I'll be happy forever now, I've got this beautiful woman. She'll get boring real quick. You will normalize anything that you acquire. It will just become normal to you. That Ferrari, that big house, that beautiful girl you slept with, all of this stuff is just quick dopamine hits that you get and then it fades and you're like, oh, what next? What's next is progress. What's next is continual progress. Starting something new, even just getting to the gym for the first time in 6 months. Achieve that small level of progress and you will find happiness within yourselves.